What's going on, everybody? Just messing around here in Satisfactory for a little bit. Oh wow, that's a lot. Really haven't explored a lot. I need to. It's very obvious this game is not optimized yet, because I have this on the lowest setting and I actually have a pretty good computer, so I don't understand what's going on, why it's being such a pain in the butt. That is massive. Playing a little Satisfactory here. Gotta get some biomass because I'm running low. Let's go empty this area. So we're coming up onto my factory now. I have a lot of automated things. And some stuff that is pending because of it's full. You gotta have biomass in order to do biofuel, and biofuel is the most, the best way to have anything. This game is pretty awesome. And what gives the most, which is pretty cool. As y'all can see, my biofuel skyrocketed. I actually discovered this game by another YouTuber. You may have heard of him, Jacksepticeye, Sean. Really good. I enjoy this game because I like games like this, building games. I'm currently working on the Logistics Mark III, which I need 50 motors. And in order to get the motors, I have to have steel. In order to get steel, you need iron and coal. And I know where I can get coal, but it's a very long trip for me. So I decided to hold off on that a little bit. I'm probably going to go and do it today. It is a massive undertaking to go get it. You can. Where I set up, it was pretty close to a lot of iron and stuff. But I need biofuel like a lot of it. So that's the whole reason why I'm sitting here making it, because I need to go make sure all of my power plants are set up um, with it. And I can automate this, honestly, but I've decided not to, because I don't use it as... I use a lot of it, but I don't use a lot of it. And we're almost done. There we go. So you can use biofuel in all your plant or all your power, which is this right here. This is one of them. Oh yeah. And let me get up here and I'll show the whole factory. Yes, you can. You can actually build a completely new base near coal, but you still need the iron and stuff. So you're kind of stuck where you are. We got this little cool thing called a detector. I just detected iron. So if we go to coal, we have to wait for it. So my closest one is about 886 meters that way. Where's my... There it is. Oh, I have a decent amount in here already. As you can see, I do have some still. Only 80, well, I got 86 still in it. I guess I did get some coal previously. Oh, let me go back. I built this so that I can show people. Alright, so this says how mass... That's a stingray over there. Let's get rid of this. That's a stingray over there. It's not... It won't attack you or anything. It's passive. But all of that is all searchable. All of that. I want to get up there at some point. But here is my factory. So they're still working on getting conveyors better, but it's still, you have to do some weird stuff to get them to work. Let's see. That's iron. That's iron. It goes into a merger. You have to have a merger. That goes into a smelter, which makes the ingots, which I store on purpose, because in case this stops like it is, this should fill this back up. So this is just iron ingot in there. So then this gets sent in here to a separator. So one does these steel rods, one does not steel rods, iron rods, one does iron plates, and as you can see, they go into this one. I pull from there to do whatever I need to get done. Then that's my primary base of operations there. This massive thing is my space elevator. I have to send stuff up there. Lord knows where it goes. I can't see from up here. Down there that you see that's working, we're going to go down there now. Hopefully I won't fall. Yeah, it's working. Stairs are questionable. Alright, so over here is lime. That's my lime digger. It goes again. Everything that I do goes into storage before it's done anything with, just because in case. So lime goes in there, fills that up. But the good thing about it is, even though you have it going in there, it's not going to stop pulling it out. So it's going to continue on. It pretty much acts as a conveyor until the conveyor of the export of it stops. Then it starts storing it. So lime gets stored there. It gets turned into concrete, which is stored there. What's coming over from here, all that is coal or copper ore, which it's right there. It was the closest node I had. So I built this conveyor to bring it down, stored if need to. As you can see, they're moving together. No, it will not run out. They're endless loops. But that may change. This is early access, so things may change. So the copper is smelted down to ingots, which is stored there, which gets put into, as you can see here, what I was referring to. On the left, they're stopping, but on the right, they're continuing to be put in there. Then here, they get turned into copper wire, which is split, and it's a 1-to-1 split. So one goes up to the next process, and then one gets stored. That one processor is making cable, which, as you can see, is getting sent up there. So here I have the copper wire, or wire, and up there I have cable. You gotta have wire for a lot of things. You have to have cable for a lot of things. So I have a continuous process of that. So my space elevator, as you can see, it goes all the way up. And to give you an idea of how massive this is, I'm just now touching it. So it is massive, massive, massive. And you can actually have it take stuff in of what you need to use, or currently you're working on, which I'm currently working on these items here. And then this goes, unlocks different tiers. As you can see up here, tier 5 and 6. And something like that, as you can see. And then you just seal it and send it, and it gets sent all the way up. You don't really see too much. That part goes up a little bit and then comes back down. On my main primary base here, That's a ship that it gets sent to make things. Let's see what else. And here, I don't have anything. Oh, I just finished something.
Amanita lardum, or bacon agate, can be added to the Object Scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
This is something that you can do to learn more about stuff. I don't have enough of that. And I don't have enough of that. Well, it says I do. Oh, there we go. So, whatever is going to learn things that help you ultimately. Let's see, we're going to store that. That's coal. We don't want to. What do we need? And it does get more and more complex. So let's say we need motor. And we actually need 50 motors. So we can right click on it, add to to-do list. Which this is amazing. I love this little thing right here. It tells you how, what you need. So you go back here and you can add. And I need 50. So then I see the parts for each one I need. So then I can go back down and say, okay, well, I need. Yes, it is multiplayer. So if you do own it, we can play together and work together. And everything that you do does affect what I'm doing. So it says we need 100 of these. So let's add 100 to. So the next thing is steel pipe. I need 300 of them. Well, I can make 86 of them. So we're going to do this. The 1,000 wire I already have. So, and the next thing we need to do is rotor. We need 100 of them. So, there we go. And what's cool about it is like there's still rods or iron rods. We need 300 of them. Well, lo and behold, I have them right here. So I don't need any more iron rods, but I do need screws. So I'm going to go ahead and take all of these out. Oh, I need a lot of screws. So with the rotors, I need 100 rotors, which means I need 22,000 screws, which is right there. So, and you make 6 per one. So we're going to be here for a minute. And there is no button to you can hit, or there's no auto. You can just hold down the space button, and that is produce. And as you can see, it's telling you how many you have right there. And we are going to go below the 300 iron rod, but that is totally fine. And since I emptied them out, as you can see, I have the rods going in. Alright, so we have that. Now we just need to do the rotors. And as you see, it's shutting down or counting down. Counting down the mini or the quantity we need. So right now we need to 198, 195, because as the rotor is getting counted up, the parts that I told I need to put into my to-do list, they're just going to count down, and once I make the 100, it takes those away. Once you need 0, it takes it out of your to-do list. So as you see, they are now out of my list. I actually did 105 instead of 100 because I already had 5. Sorry, I had a customer email that I had to answer. So sorry about that. Ooh, I can make a power shard. Oh, never mind. So, I have copper ore, so I'm just going to go ahead and knock that out. So I need 1,000 wire, which is right here. Which I love. These are stacked by 500. So as you see. And the building of this game is pretty fun. What I'm doing here is doing this so it runs down, so I can turn around and throw what if I have in my inventory on into the thing. And I actually have overclock here, which is pretty cool. It does. It does make the game last much longer whenever you have all this to build. When I started, um, I and there's 3 different maps, so I just chose this map just because I wanted to. Um, I mean, there's a lot. Oh, I need reinforced plate. Awesome. That means I can use some of this right here. Need screws. And if you want to play this game, if you buy this game, it's $30. We can definitely. I'm talking to a friend of mine for the people who are watching other than him. We can play together and do some stuff. It's really fun. And we do have like 2 other maps that we can explore that I have not explored whatsoever. And just like that, boom. We have conveyor again. And that's actually a Mach 2, so it's faster. As you can see how fast it's going. If you look to the right, it's slower. So now that I upgraded that, see how much faster it is? These right here, I'm not too worried about them being as slow as they are. Let's screw it. Let's make it upgraded. That one would cost a lot. Yeah, can't afford. So let's go make some so that we can afford it. There we go. So let's get these. I know my video is running roughly between 5 and 12 frames per second. I'm not sure how to fix that, considering this game is massive and very intense. Like my computers, I can feel it warm up a little bit. We're gonna make a few reinforced plates. Probably around 35. Yeah, we may hit 40, which is exactly what I want. Let me see if I can close this, because I don't need this right here. Oh yeah, much better. Still slow. Wow. Let's just finish these up. And you can do stuff from like far away. So like I can do it all the way over here. Wow, that took a lot of plates. So now that's running at massive speed. And what's funny is you can run on these. Or you can let it take you wherever you need to go. Like if you just want to ride it. Oh, don't have enough. The last thing with this game is everything can go. These can go through the ground. Like it is going through this mountain right here. So that's how this game it can be broken. And that's an area that I can't get to yet. But there's a slug over there that I want to get to. So let's see. Nope, I have not enough room. There are enemies in this game. Let's put all this in my truck. Oh, that's my workbench. Where is storage on here? Oh, right here, vehicle. And it takes biofuel. Let's do store all. I need this, this, this. Okay. Now it's time to go look for coal. Oh, there's a slug right up there. These are life. And this is my weapon that I'm currently carrying. Trust me, you need it. Not really. A lot of times they are very easy to kill. There are some that are hard to kill. And a lot of times you die from falling. So, if you want to know how massive this game is, here you go. Where we need to go is right over there. Right there. And that is 449 meters away from where I'm standing to there. That's linear feet, or linear. It's not down and over 400. No, it is 400 meters. So, did not, yes I did. There's an enemy right there, actually. And I killed him. Awesome. I was just lucky there. That's 2 lucks. No. That is very, very expensive to make. Let's actually... There we go. Never used these before. Now, what we can do, or I can do, is actually have my rover come over here and do this. Those guys. That's a dog. It's so funny. But that over there is a fire-breathing animal, and it is a pain in the ass to fight. Yes, I can. And there we go. We're going to be fighting one of these guys. There you is. And this game is very unforgiving. If you die, you lose everything that's in your inventory, with some exceptions. It's right there. Oh, that's a new one. Yes, they are. They have actually said that they are. They're just in the process of doing it. So we are at coal. So we have to sit here and just mine. You'll occasionally get stuff like that. Let's see if there's a... I don't know what that is. No idea what this white thing is. But I just pissed off somebody. Let's make it so I can actually see him. There he is. And the downside to him is he is very accurate. Meaning he will hit you every single time. And this is what you do for a long time. We're lucky we found a normal. If we found a rich, we would get probably about 100 to 200 out of it before it broke. It's just a little node. I wonder something. I hear one of them things. There he is. And there are like mines and stuff like this. Those mushrooms are pickable. Oh, it's one of those.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Okay.
Harvest.
That. There is technically kind of sort of like that maybe a quest. That was very weird. What the hell is that? I just killed him for no reason. Oh well. Dead bird. So let's see if there's any iron ore nearby. Of course, like up there. Wow, we have coal right here and right there. So what we can do is, since I have those beacons set up now, I can actually get my truck, my little thingamajigger, and have it drive back and forth. I'm not leaving for a little bit, so I'm sorry if this is boring, because this is part of the game. Because they're within hundreds. So technically, that's new. They added this right here. That's really cool. That's new. Like, I've never seen the delete button. I wonder if I could do this. There was this game that I used to play where if you needed to use a button for an extended period of time, you would put a quarter in it. There we go. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back. Oh, before I do that. I just hope no enemies respawn, because I think they don't respawn unless you leave the game and come back, which is a good thing actually. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry I bored you. But we're almost at 800. That may be enough. So 800, I think that's gonna make 200. Let's farm 100 more. 100 as in 200 more. $50 more to go. Now 50 more to go. $25. Two. One. There we go. We have 1,000. Yes. Let's sort it. So it's all together. So we have our markers set, as y'all can see. I heard something. There's our beacon. And home is that way. Oh, this area. There's a fire dude. Oh, there's two of them. Nope. But if we're going to use our thing, we do need to kill them. Run away. Haha. Killed two of them. And what? Half-life left. It's interesting. I went the wrong direction. Normally I come back from that direction over there. Maybe it was this direction. Three. Ouch. That hurts. 3 and 3. This is easier than what I was doing earlier. Well, looks like I may have enough. We'll see. At least that's 1 for 1. $190 more to go. I love the little glowing thing when you're making it work. It can get glowing so bright or so brilliantly that it fades out and you just have this like white glow. As you can see, it's starting to fade. And there it goes, it's faded out. You're welcome. I'm about to log off too because I need to go home, and I think I'm gonna go home and take a nap.